Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In today's video we will be doing an eyeshadow declutter. Yay! Not really, because these are very emotionally and mentally difficult for me, but I'm going to try. So I'm going to declutter my palettes as well as my single eyeshadows, and that is what we will be doing today. And here is all of them right here on the ground. This my dad made for me. It's actually for books and is very dusty apparently, but I use it for my eyeshadow palettes because I already have 2 bookshelves that are full of books and I thought my eyeshadow palettes looked very pretty on it. So I want to count them first like this because I've learned when they're laying all flat I get all messed up and can't count correctly. So I'm going to count them like this and write it down here on this pad of paper just so I can know. I like to take an inventory before I declutter just so I can make some like numerical goals for decluttering, but we'll see how that goes. So I have 45 palettes. So I think I would like to try to get rid of at least 25%. We'll see. I've been having a really hard time decluttering. I don't know, something, I just like can't get rid of things lately. So I think 25% is a good goal for me. It's just like a realistic goal. And that would just like minimize this a little bit more and feel better. So let me set them all up. So a quarter of 45, some quick maths bruv, is about 11 and a half palettes, right? So I think 11 palettes will be my goal. So we'll see how I do. Okay. So this is all of my eyeshadow palettes, and I know this is completely unreasonable to have this many eyeshadow palettes, but as an excuse, I've been collecting makeup literally since I've been like 18, and I'm now 26, and I don't do declutters often. I just allow myself to hoard. So that's an excuse, unacceptable completely, but I like to tell myself them just to make myself feel a little bit better about myself. And I also went a little hog wild this last year on makeup purchases, and I'm subscribed to BoxyCharm, which I 100% should declutter, but damn, those pop-up deals are good. So I haven't yet. But I think I'm going to start with things that I know for sure I'm going to declutter. And the first thing that comes to mind is this Laura Geller Family Celebration Eye and Cheek palette. This is a eyeshadow palette and face palette that I got in a set, and I purchased it for this palette actually down here, and it came with 2 others. I gifted one of them already to my friend, and I thought about keeping this one for myself, but I just think I'm going to declutter it because I haven't used it yet, and I think it could go to my little sister, and I think she'd really like it. I think this highlighter would look really stunning on her, so I'm going to get rid of this one. And then also I told my friend that I would give her this, my friend Sydney. This is a Queen Lies in All of Us eyeshadow palette, and it is very pretty, has a lot of like jewel tones which are gorgeous, and I just have never touched this, so I'm gonna give this to her, and I know I'm not gonna use it, so I'm just gonna give this to her. What else? Oh, this is funny. This is, I don't even know how I have this in my collection. This is like a super cool toned little quad from Avon, and I also know I'm just gonna never wear this one, so I'm gonna get rid of this one as well. This one here, this is an eyeshadow palette by Butter London. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and I just know I'll never use this, so, and I haven't touched it since I received it in a BoxyCharm. The shadows don't call to me at all, so I'm gonna also get rid of this one, gift this to either my little sister or a friend. And this one is funny. If you are following me on Instagram, you know how much I struggled with this palette here. I have tried to film this video probably like 3 times and it's just been so difficult. So I was talking about how I knew I was going to get rid of this and then I swatched it, which this swatches so unbelievably well. And I was like, well, now I can't get rid of it because it swatches so beautifully. But if I want to be realistic with myself, I have literally never used this and have owned this for so long. So it just doesn't make sense for me to own it just because it swatches pretty. And with the help of friends, they also said, like, just because it swatches pretty, Ashley, I'm talking to you if you're watching this, doesn't mean you need to keep it. So yeah, I'm going to get rid of this one. So thank you for that, Ashley. That was very helpful. And now this is where I struggle because there are just so many things in here that I know I want, but I shouldn't be keeping. Okay, so I know I want to keep this Natasha Denona Biba palette. This was gifted to me by my friend Erin, and I am so grateful to everything that he gifted me. So yeah, I'm not getting rid of this or anything else he gifted me, probably for a while. So I'm gonna reference this for some things because I know this is pretty neutral and has a lot of things I am gonna want to wear, but also resemble a lot of other palettes I have. For example, this Tarte palette, I have been wanting to keep this because it has a lot of cool tones here in it, but I'll zoom you in. So I've wanted to keep this because it has a lot of cool tones in it, like this gray here that I've wanted to keep, but this Biba palette also has a gray that's quite similar, not as metallic, but it's similar enough that I don't need to be keeping both of these. So I'm going to get rid of this Tarte Rainforest in the Sea or something like that palette and know that I have the shades I want out of it in this Biba palette. So I'm going to get rid of this. So I've gotten rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 palettes so far. Goal is 11, so I have 5 more to go. I also have been struggling a lot with this one here. This is a face and eye palette by The Balm. It has one of my favorite bronzers, Bahama Mama, and one of my favorite highlighters, Mary Luminizer, and some of these beautiful blush shades. And I have kept this for so long because I think it's like such a good compact palette that I could bring with me. But whenever I travel, I never bring this. And I own these 2 shades that I love separately in their own compact. So it doesn't make any sense for me to keep this. So I'm gonna give this away because it doesn't make sense for me to keep it. It just doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna get rid of it. That was low-key painful. Okay, what next? Additionally, this here I purchased because I thought the colors in it were so pretty, and they are. And then I just so happened to have them in these single palettes here of ColourPop shadows. So it doesn't make sense for me to keep all of this. So I think I'm gonna get rid of this. And I would like to get rid of these singles as well. I'd like to get rid of like 9 of them. That would be the goal. So maybe I'll try and do that right now. I think that's nice. I also think this is nice and this is nice. These 2 are nearly identical. I don't know why I did that to myself and swatched. They look the same. So I wasn't recording, I don't know why, but I decided I'm gonna get rid of these here because I just don't dig these cooler tones, and these are so similar to these here. I don't know why I purchased all of the same type of shades. It really is beyond. I can't believe I did that. So I'm gonna keep these, and I'm just gonna organize them to see if I can get rid of maybe any more once they're all next to each other. This is like not I've probably never touched this. Okay, I don't want this either. So maybe this will just sit on top of here, and then I'll keep these. I'm gonna get rid of these 7, 8 singles in this here, and then just keep this palette. What else? So I think that I also want to get rid of this here. This is a Too Faced Palm Springs palette, and this is also extremely pretty and something I can see myself wearing because of all the neutrals, but then also it has pops of color. But I just feel like this looks so similar to something I already own, like this here. Like these are so similar. They give off the same vibe. They have that pop of blue, although this is much brighter and more statement making. And how often do I wear blue on my lid anyway? Like never. So why would I have two palettes that have blues in them? It doesn't make sense. So I should get rid of this one. Although it's very pretty and has a lot of pretty shades, I think I'm gonna get rid of this as well. Also, I was debating so hard on whether or not I should keep this one. It's so freaking pretty every time I open it and look at it. I've never swatched any of them, and I'm scared to, because if I do, then I might want to keep it. But I feel like maybe this looks so similar to, I don't know, like this one, or maybe this has shades in it that I would find here. Not really, this is like very vibrant, but I don't know, I just feel like because I haven't touched this, I should get rid of it. And this green is so pretty, I want to swatch it so bad, but I'm not going to because I'll give it away. But I want to, do I have a green in another palette that I can swatch? Okay, I feel like this green in this Jackie Aina palette is very pretty. Gorgeous, so that makes me feel better. Ooh, yes. So I'll get rid of this one because I don't need it, I've never used it, and it's brand spanking new, and I can give it to someone else. So I'll do that. Okay, let's look at these. Looking at all of these, there are so many neutrals, and I know that, but I just feel like I can't get rid of any other palettes here, except maybe for this one, because I've had it for so long. I have these colors in other palettes. The only thing that's keeping me to this palette is this bright pink shade, but I have a bright pink shade here in this Amrezy palette, and I'm sure the quality of these is so much better. This one was also gifted to me by my friend. He wasn't using them any longer, so he gave them to me, and so was this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. He was extremely generous and sent me this very beautiful package. By the way, Aaron has an Instagram, and he's been making some amazing eye looks lately. They're amazing, so I will link him down below because you should go follow him on the IG. Okay, anyway, I just feel like I've had this for so long. Also, I got this in BoxyCharm, so I didn't purchase this myself, and I just have never really used it. I have shades like this in other palettes, and I don't think I need this in my collection. So I'm gonna get rid of this one as well. The rest of them, I don't know. They're all so similar. Like these two, so similar, but they're different. But they're so similar. But I can't get myself to get rid of either of them. And this one, these three are like all sisters, but I cannot do it because this one has that Super Shock shadow in it, and this, the quality, and this has this burgundy shade, but this has that brown shade. I just can't do it, so I'm not going to. So I think I'm gonna keep these. I have to keep all of my Pat McGrath. I just have to. So all of these I'm keeping as well. It's so funny because I like never wear eyeshadow, but look at me keep all of these palettes I don't need. I am debating so hard on getting rid of these because, well, it's Too Faced, and like I've had these for so long, but I recently did an eye look with this, and it was like really pretty, and I really liked it. And this is my very first palette ever. My boyfriend bought this for me when I first started getting into makeup as a gift, and so I have sentimental attachments to this, but like not really. It'd be easy for me to get rid of as well, but then also not because I have I don't know. And then I love this one because of all the like matte shades in here. And also something silly is that I like them next to each other, and I like that they're in these tins. It's just very satisfying to me. So if I got rid of one, I felt like I would have to get rid of both of them. That's so silly, but it's like how my brain works. And so I can't get rid of these. I just feel like I can't right now. And the rest of them I also feel like I can't get rid of right now. These are similar as well, but I just can't. So I think this is all. I'm gonna put the ones that I'm keeping on this side. I also just recently got these Rowan palettes, so definitely wouldn't get rid of these. I think this Naked Heat one is just so cute and perfect with all these beautiful matte shades. All these nice matte shades are making me think I should just get rid of this, because I don't feel very connected to this. And I feel like this is in like here. This palette is like here. But then should I get rid of this and then keep this one, because this is like all in one palette, or do I just get rid of both of them? The only thing that's keeping me from getting rid of this is that mustard shade. I think it's called like Tiger or something. Paper Tiger. I love this shade. It's like this cool, it doesn't even show up that cool, but maybe in this Biba palette it has a similar shade, which it does. Something even more wearable. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I think I'm just gonna get rid of this whole thing. I don't wear it. It doesn't make sense for me to keep it. Also, single shadows aren't my thing. I don't know. I'm more of a miniature palette kind of person. So I think I'm gonna get rid of that as well. That's good. I wasn't expecting to get rid of that. And I don't think I'm gonna keep this one either, just because I feel like it's in here. This is similar. This is a great drugstore palette to keep. Shades in here and here I can find. So I think I'll get rid of this as well, even though I was thinking of not getting rid of this. Okay, also this one, I want to keep this so bad. One, because it's Fenty, and two, because of this pinky shade here and these like burgundies. So I think I'm gonna keep this, so I'm keeping this. And then I think I want to keep the rest as well. Okay, I'm annoying. I'm just gonna stop there because I can't do it. I can't do it. So let us look at where we're at before we start the singles. Also, this Huda palette, Erin also gave to me. I wore it today. It's so pretty. This is a face palette from Charlotte Tilbury, by the way. So beautiful. I can't wait to keep wearing this. I just got this Pat McGrath palette. Did a look with it. I'm also going to be doing a look with this later and posting about it, and oh, so pretty. This shade here, a Mason, beautiful. Okay, so this is my keep pile, and this here is my giveaway pile. So I was able to get rid of 13 here in my giveaway pile. I feel actually pretty good about that because I tried this like 3 times, as I've said before, and it was just so hard for me to do, and I'm getting rid of more than I expected. So 13 is better than 0, so I feel okay with that. So this is again my giveaway pile, and then that is my keep pile. And now we shall move on to singles. Okay, so here are all of my single shadows, and I also have these quads here from e.l.f. I didn't include them in my palettes just because they're so tiny and they usually stay with my singles anyway. So I'm gonna set these all out and decide what to keep and get rid of. So here are all of my single eyeshadows, and then these mini palettes. I'm gonna start with what I'm going to keep for now, at least. I'm definitely going to keep my Phytosurgeons shadows. These are so gorgeous, and I just recently got them. These are probably some of my most favorite cream eyeshadows. They last such a long time on the eyes, and they just have such gorgeous shades. I just got Velvet Leaf-In like a few days ago and wore it on my eyes the other day, and it is just such, well, that doesn't do it justice, but it is such a beautiful single eyeshadow shade, and yeah, it's just gorgeous. So I'm for sure keeping all of my phytosurgeons. So I'm just gonna put that in here. And then I really do think I want to keep all of my little e.l.f. palettes, eyeshadow palettes. I just haven't played even yet with this one. And I think these two are so cute and compact and perfect for travel or whatever. And so I'm going to keep these. I'm going to keep my Kaja trio because I haven't played around enough with it. So I want to keep this for sure just because I feel like it's cute and compact as well, and it has a lot of really pretty shades. Like, I really want to play around with this shimmer shade. It's so pretty, so I'm going to keep this. Now I think I can decide on what I want to get rid of. I think I'm going to get rid of this. I just never use it, so it doesn't make sense for me to keep it. I think I'll also get rid of this. I don't even know how I own this. BoxyCharm, Poshmark, I don't know. So I'm gonna get rid of this as well. I think I also got this in a BoxyCharm, and it's pretty, but I just feel like I don't know why I would want this in a single shadow, and I feel like I could find this in maybe one of my palettes, so I'll get rid of this. Let's see. So this color tattoo is really pretty as well, but I've had this for so long, and I feel like maybe my Flash Fluorescence in Wild Oak could replace this. I just don't think I need both of them, so I think I'm gonna get rid of my color tattoo in Bad to the Bronze. I remember Estee Lalonde loving this shade, and I think that's why I got it. It is very pretty. Now I don't know if I should get rid of it or not. We'll think about this one. But I do think I'll get rid of this one. This is another color tattoo in the shade Creamy Beige. It looks like it's dried up, and I don't think I can really get a lot of wear out of it because it's so dry. So I think I'll get rid of this one. I also feel like this one's a little dried up as well, so I'll just get rid of this one too. These e.l.f. shadows, they're in shade Blushing Rose and Nude Linen, and I think these are so beautiful. Like, this shade is so gorgeous, and I can definitely see myself wearing this on my eye, so I'm gonna keep this one for sure. And I thought that I could use this one as maybe like a, I don't know, like cream primer or base or something like that, which I do still think I can. It is very pretty. It's a little chunky, but I don't know, I have eye primers, so it doesn't make sense for me to keep this, so I think I'll get rid of this one. Also, I swatch on my palms because I have eczema, and I just don't feel like I want to irritate it anymore, so I just swatch on my palms. I hope that doesn't bug you. And then these are two Kylie shades. They're in the shade Golden Plum and Camo. I got these from a Poshmark order. I think she like threw them in there, and I don't think I'll keep these just because I've never used them really. This one I have used, and it's so pretty, but I have that Velvet Leaf shade, and I just think that's prettier, and I love that company, so I don't need two like greeny shades in single potted shadows. I just think that's excessive for me personally, so I think I'll get rid of that one. And this one's pretty too, but I just never use it, so I think I'll get rid of both of these. Okay, this is a very gorgeous single shade from Maybelline. It is this like really sparkly, reflective, like rosy bronze color, and I think this is so pretty. So I think I'm gonna think about this one, but I might end up giving that one away. I want to keep all of my Nude Sticks little eyeshadow pencils. They're all very pretty and they last a long time on the eyes. I have the shade Copper, which is just like a super reflective, beautiful copper shade. I have the shade Nudity, which is like a champagne-y shade there. And then I also have the shade Fig, which is like a purple brown, like a mauve-y brown type shade. And they're all just so pretty and easy to use, and they're high quality. So I think I'm gonna keep these as well. And these ones, they were sent to me by a PR company. They so kindly sent me some Korean beauty stuff. And I swatched 2 of them, and these are so pretty. They're so chunky in like a good way, but I don't need like 4 super duper chunky shadows like this. Anyway, I ended up swatching these 2 shades. Whoa, and they're like almost loose pigments, but not. They're like gelled loose pigments, if that makes sense. They're super reflective. They're perfect like for the holidays. So I think I'll just keep the ones that I swatched, and then I'll get rid of and give away these 2 that I haven't even touched. So I'll get rid of those. And then I have here these 2 single shadows from Kathleen Light's X ColourPop when she did her Zodiac little line. And I have Aries, which is what I am. I'm an Aries, so I obviously bought that one. And then I really liked this shadow. This is the, I forgot what the sign is. Sagittarius? Libra? What is the sign? Okay, I was right. This is the Libra. Well, I was second right when I said my second guess. And Libra, and I just think these are so pretty. And I just think the packaging is so beautiful. But I don't know if I want to keep this one because I don't know, it's so pretty, you know, and the packaging's so pretty. So I might think about this one as these ones as well. And this one from NARS, super pretty. Swatch is really pretty. I think I might want to keep that one too. I also have this single from Natasha Denona, also gorgeous, but do I own this? I might own this in my Natasha Denona Sunset palette. I do. So this is the same shade as this one here in this Natasha Denona bronze palette. Bronzage or something like that. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, let me just... They are the same, so I don't need both of them, although they swatch a little different. That is very interesting. This one here is a tad warmer when swatched, but they're the same, so I don't need this little one, although this is freaking cute. And I love how tiny and compact it is, and I love tiny things, so you know what? I might keep it. That's silly, but I'm silly. And then I've been keeping this for so long because I thought this was going to be a dupe for the Rowan palettes. And it is so similar. I don't even know if they sell these anymore. I should look that up. But this I thought was going to be a dupe for them. And although it is like a very soft, chunky, well, not very chunky, but like soft, creamy eyeshadow, it's not a dupe whatsoever because the Rowan palette is a lot chunkier. And I can just show them next to each other actually. Like, do these not look like dupes for each other? I like totally thought, I have owned this for so long and I recently got this one, and when I got this one I was like, oh my gosh, this looks like the Rowan palettes. And I wonder if they still sell them. I'm gonna look it up. So they actually don't sell this anymore. So that's not why I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of it because I have the Rowan palette now and I thought this was a dupe, but it's not, and I've never used it and I want to use this one, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Okay, now I said I was gonna keep that, and then I've kept this tiny little Petra, Pixie by Petra duo for so long because honestly, because it's cute, and these shades are so pretty as well. Like, I want to keep it, so I think I'm going to. And this Super Shock Shadow in So Quiche, have I even touched this? Well, I'm going to now. Is so pretty as well. It has like almost a duochrome effect to it, where it is like kind of purpley in some lights and then just like silvery in others. I think I'm going to get rid of this one just because, I don't know, I feel like I can find other things to either dupe it or I just wouldn't use it a lot, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'm definitely keeping this L'Oreal Paris Infallible eyeshadow in Amber Rush. I love this. So pretty. I'm going to keep this Stila shade, or actually I might get rid of this one this Stila shade in Kitten, I believe. It's pretty, but I don't need it, so I'm gonna get rid of this. I mean, realistically, I don't need any of these, but you know what I mean. And then I have this here, this pen. That's really pretty, but I haven't used this, so I probably shouldn't keep it. But I also think I got that in a BoxyCharm. I have this one here by Laura Mercier. That one's also really pretty. And then I have this Thrive Cosmetics one. And I forgot, but I also have this one from Meet Alley Oop. I actually really like this one. It's like a rosy shade, and I like this one a lot. So I think I'm gonna keep these three and get rid of this one just because it didn't impress me when I just swatched it. I think I might get rid of these two, although I want to play with them more, from Glossier. They also sent me these too. I did a whole video on them, and these ones, I've worn them a few times and they just like don't really work on my eyelids or my skin tone, but I kind of want to play around with them more, so I think I'm going to keep them. So I'm going to keep those as well. So I'm keeping 35 and I'm going to get rid of one. So it's like about the same as my eyeshadow declutter. I got rid of like 25%. So I'm going to keep these and get rid of these. And I'm just going to look at these again and see if I want to maybe get rid of any of them. Maybe I'll get rid of this one as well. I'll get rid of this. And I didn't even talk about these, but I like these a lot, so I'm just going to keep them. I think they're so cute and pretty. They remind me of little test tubes. And I was a bio major, so I don't know. I'm weird like that and want to keep these. So that's that on that. So I'm going to keep those. So yeah, so I'm actually going to get rid of 15. And then I'm going to keep these. And I feel okay about that. And it fits so cutely as well. So this is my keep and that is my get rid of. So this is everything I'm getting rid of today, and I feel decent about it. I don't feel the best. I feel like I definitely could have gotten rid of more, but I'm so ecstatic to get all of this out of my collection and give them to my little sister and to my friends. And yeah, so I feel good about this. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!